My name's Elizabeth Murphy. This is my property today that we're on. My husband and I, we live at Oakbank. This beautiful sacred circle I created in 2011 after the suicide of my oldest child, Justin, my son. And I started making the circle, not knowing that it was like a healing process.
My dad's special spot.
Liz, our mother-in-law, built the sacred circle for Justin, and it's a beautiful spot. And yeah, the more that people that come here, it's beautiful. It's making it extra special today. Come and stay at dinners and go in the circle. What do you like to do around there?
It's just something I got my hands dirty and decided to make stones in a circle and a garden and everything like that, and ended up being a memorial to him. And we had a big opening ceremony and everything. We've had lots of things happen here to give it great energy, lots of love. And this one's when Diane suggested that we do unity. She said your circle would be perfect.
So a couple of months ago I saw a fantastic video put on by a lady in the United States. So this woman created a thing called Unity, and I asked her permission to bring it to Australia. So on the 23rd of October we're doing the very first Unity. It's designed to end the divisiveness and the negativity that we see all around us. Unity consists of 32 poles, and each pole has an identifier, and each identifier is completely different. So what happens when people come is they get a map and they look at what identifiers they actually can relate to, and then they're given a ball of bright pink wool, and they tie their wool to the center pole, and then they start walking to whichever identifier they relate to.
So we have our unity map here, which represents our circle, and what we ask people to do is look down both sides here of our identifiers and make a circle of what people can identify with. As many sections here as they may identify with, and then we take some of our pink wool and we pop down to the circle, and then we ask people to wrap the wool around the numbers which they've identified against, which creates our web.
How would we treat ourselves if we knew we were sacred? How would we love ourselves if nothing was wrong? We'd be in the moment, enjoying what's inside, and sing to the world a glorious song. How would we treat ourselves if we knew we were sacred? How would we love ourselves if nothing was wrong? We'd be in the moment, enjoying what's in.
Come across the book in my early 20s, and it inspired me to write a song called Wild Woman. And this time when I was reading the very first story about La Loba, the old medicine woman who can be found walking through the deserts collecting bones of dead animals, and she would bring the bones back to her cave and reassemble them until they were full skeletons again. And then she would take some time to think about what song she would sing. She would come over to the skeletons and place her hands over the bones, and she would sing, and as she sang, the flesh and blood would come back to the animal and the fur until the whole animal was completely restored. She would then free the animal, and it is said that it can be seen that a wolf, in particular she loved wolves, would be running off into the sunset, and as it reached the horizon it would turn into a woman. with hair of all different colours and then disappear. So this song is a representation of the story of the Loba and the symbology of collecting the bones. The bones represent the indestructible parts of ourselves that as we go through life we leave laying around in different places. We drop parts of ourselves, and at some point in time we must collect those bones and reassemble ourselves to become whole. A journey we all must take.
Can you hear the cries of the motherless children, fearful alone in the dark? Can you see into the eyes of the lonely and helpless, the ones who've forgotten their spark? Come here, walk through the darkness, come on and breathe into now. Come here, through misty mountains, deserts and oceans around. Walk with me, walk with me, walk with me. We gather the bones, returning to home. Walk with me, walk with me, walk with me. We gather the bones, returning to home. I'm coming home. Walk with me now. Returning to home. I'm coming home. Returning to home. Walk with me, walk with me, walk with me now. Returning to home. Walk with me, walk with me, walk with me now.
I came here to show my daughter something different that will unite our differences and experience what unity is.
Do you like what's happening here?
Yeah.
Yes? So what do you think when you putting the wool on the paws? What do you think about?
What's written on there?
Is it significant to you?
Yeah. Why I chose it?
Yeah. So is it important for your relationship with your mom and dad?
Yeah.
With your brothers, sisters?
Yeah.
Yeah, as well. Is it gonna make you think more about who you are?
Yeah.
I'm here today to connect with the concept of unity, and when I entered the space, the circle, and travelled with the wool, connecting ideas that are important to me, I could feel my heart opening.
Huh?
Go round.
Get a bit closer. Oh, we're not allowed it, are we?
So we don't get caught up down at the low. I'm here with my family.
I'm here today to feel connected with other people that have similar things that they identify with me.
So we're doing it in Adelaide basically to bring people together, to create a web of connectiveness in a community that I think really needs it right now.
I have nothing left to say, nothing more to do. There's a bliss in the awareness of the me inside of you. Take this gift of consciousness, alleviate your fear. There's nothing left to wait for, it's all right now, right here. All right now, right here. In unity. Right here. a tangled mess.
That's so true.